Everybody, we've got Danny here from the Subi team. We're going to be playing some SEGA World Drivers Championship. So we just got these in. These were supposed to go to Animanga if we had gotten them on time. Unfortunately, they didn't. So this is an offline kit. And just to save a little bit of time, I'm going to get these plugged in now and booting. So there we go. And while we're back here, we'll take a look at the back, see what we got with the cabs. I was pretty excited to get these. These are quite a bit harder to get running if they aren't offline already. So, but like this one, it comes with that offline dongle there, and solves a lot of like matching issues and whatnot that's normally really hard to get working. So in the back, we've got this. We've got a ton more sticker labels for all the others, because I think this goes up to like 8 or 16 units or something like that. Like there's 7, 8, there's a 9, 10, and I'm sure maybe it goes farther. Whatever it is, we've got 1 and 2 on ours, but we've got a bunch of stickers if we ever decided to go even more. But it's pretty cool that this game supports so many players. Let's see what we've got here. So for networking, it's very simple. You know, with the offline kit, it just goes straight into the router for both cabs. Makes it a lot easier. On this side, we've got our manual and what looks like a volume pod or something, but it's on a connector. So I almost wonder, I don't know if it's a spare or like you can take it out so that nobody else can mess with the volume. I don't know, whatever it is. Anyway, manual, CDs, all that stuff. Let's come around front and we've got the cab booting up. It's initializing there. And it only open this enough to really get in and play. So anyone with a keen eye or already knows, like these are actually the same cabs that Initial D0 are in, and it just uses the same body. So these actually got upgraded to Initial D the arcade afterwards. A couple extra things. You've got this like speed and info thing down here. It's very reminiscent of some of the older racers that used to have that like analog display, and then also over here we don't have a shifter, so I would assume, you know, with the upgraded Initial D, they just changed this out and had to add a shifter to it. So very minor modifications. Oh yeah, these guys. Yeah, the steering wheel is pretty cool too. I almost forgot to mention that. I was looking at this earlier, but yeah, you've got a nice racing steering wheel there, and unfortunately exactly the same seat. No fancy racing seat there, but yeah. And here's our other cab. I'm just gonna open it up enough that we can get in, play it, test it. Our next show that this is going to is probably not going to be for another 6 months or so. January or so, people are there. There's a couple shows asking for upwards of 6 trucks, and that's where we're going to be packing in literally everything we can. So here we got to start up. I'm just going to show you right now. I don't know. Actually, it doesn't really show up in YouTube, but this monitor is decently yellowed from heat, but it's whatever. It works, so I'm not too concerned, but I had just noticed that. So we're going to sit down and do a race here together. And I wanted to point out a couple things on the menu, so I'm going to pass off the camera here. Danny, you want to pick a side. Actually, I'm just going to pull these off. I usually, I usually pull this stuff down too anyway. But I'm just lazy and don't want to rewrap this stuff later. It's just how I am, you know. Anyway, let's sit down, throw a credit on there.
Team select.
And of course, picking the Subaru teams.
Team select.
But we'll sit here. I'll scroll through all of the different teams that we have. Just kind of do this real quick.
SWDC rules. Mode select.
So quite a few to pick through, but of course, I'm the nerd that's going to pick the Prius team. interesting. There's actually a kids racer one, and I believe it uses the buttons for accelerator. Because as you can tell with the picture there, you know, if you can't reach the accelerator. And that's really interesting because I hadn't seen that on racing games before. But it makes sense since it's got these buttons down here. It's really cool. So I'm not sure exactly what you have to do to make sure that you link, but start up here, and we're gonna pick here. This is like an in-store team play. Others, we've got story, time attack, like some settings for your team, and I think probably like car settings or whatnot. But we're gonna go. I just wanted to do a linked match here, and he's choosing Fiji Speedway. I don't know if you have to choose the same course to play together, but we are going to choose the same course here. Here it says, you know, oh, actually there. So actually let me back out here. You can see right there, there's one person that's playing, and it has his countdown there, 34 seconds, and
日本が世界に誇る約 1.5 キロのストレートを有する国際サーキット。最終のテクニカルセクションからストレートに向けて速度を乗せていけるかがコース攻略のポイントとなります。全長 4563 メートルの国際レース15番色のサーキットです。TGR コーナー、単独コーナーでのブレーキには注意してくださいね。試験からテキサスコーナーはアクセルワークに気をつけて。さてお待たせしました。どんなドライバーが現れるのでしょうか。ドキドキしますね。チームスタッフの思いを乗せてスーパー GT 車両が一斉にピットから出ていきます。ドライバーの皆さん、調子は万全ですか。サービスの盛り上がりも最高潮。もうすぐレーススタートですよ。はいや、お茶来た。
He's got a little play down here side now. I'm doing.
素晴らしい集
So
中
I'm
力
not
と
even
オー
gonna
ダー
bother
さ
finishing this,
見どころ
but
の多いレースでしたね
anyway, it works. That was mainly what we wanted to go for, but so yeah, we'll let him finish out his
See
game.
you on the circuit again.
I
Game over.
flat out fucking this. We'll take a look at what we've got in here. So, go steering adjustments. Looking pretty good. None of those really matter. Network isn't going to matter. Let's do force feedback test. Okay, so I guess that just means that it, it's initializing probably. Center on. I can feel like it's got general. Oh, I see. It's centering the wheel. Okay, so we go right. Yep. Cool. And left. Yep. Go. Input test. Gas, brake, steering, these are all fine. Output, and check. Oh, these lights are probably dead here. Yeah, the start button lights there is dead, doesn't really matter. Up, down, left, right. LEDs. Left down, that's down there, okay. Got those up there. Those there. Down below. Seat LEDs, where are those? Are they in the back?
Yep.
Those, okay, right. Indicator. Which one's that? Is that on the back too? Is it?
Is it on?
Oh, no, right there.
Where?
That's your indicator. I thought that one turned on. Oh, no, just leave it on.
Oh, okay, there we go. Those were working, so I
it's
saw
not-
those during game, yeah.
It's not indicator like
Yeah.
like turning like we thought it was.
Yeah. Well, because, like, remember, Initial D, does this actually, did you notice, does this have brake lights?
Yeah.
Okay, so this has brake lights too, because that's one thing I noticed about Initial D0 that was pretty cool. They've got, like, brake lights on it, so I guess nothing really special in there, but do we want to, you actually want to go in and let's take a look at what it actually allows you to do shop-wise in the game. So go ahead and credit that up, I'll let you do that. I saw you changing out like your helmet and stuff like that earlier.
Team select. LRD Sport. Subaru BRZ R&D. SWDC rule. Mode select. Hit SWDC rules.
Alright, so we've got our normal config here. We've got assist. Assist steering. Stairlink? What is that? Time attack, store. Oh, this is just general options. Then. Yeah, general options. But so that looks like you can just turn on and off that assist, like the brake assist thing. Yeah.
They basically just cancel all this assists.
So if you change to go back,
Well, start the save.
yeah. probably, this is just everything unlocked.
Mode select.
Alright, and then this is for team.
So you have to change.
Did it let you actually change it?
Team select.
Oh, this is just changing the team. Danny's very proud of us.
Lexus Team Turismo. Lexus Team Mugen. Combo Racing. Lexus MD. Lexus Team Lexus Combo
So you've got your car stats up here, and it actually looks like you're just maxed out. The cars are just maxed out.
R&D Sport. Subaru BRZ R&D Sport.
Go ahead, back out. And I think that's everything then.
Mode select.
Oh, there's story mode. We can just check out what it actually gives you for story mode. Time attack makes sense, but like, I'm curious what's actually available considering it's offline.
Round select.
So is that just giving you everything?
Lakes Route 84 Special Circuit.
Okay, so yeah, I guess just all of story mode is unlocked. That's cool.
Fuji Speedway. Have a good race.
Have a good
But
race.
what if I don't want to have a good race?
Well, we picked something out of like the another stories or whatever, so you're probably not gonna have a good race.
Yeah, I
think that's the only thing is there isn't really. It didn't look like, at least in the versus mode, that there was very much of an ability to like play with bots or anything like that. So. This is NASCAR. You don't have to have a pile off every game. Sounds like from the sound effects, it's doing a pretty good job of doing like a bit of a surround sound. It's like I hear popping out like little popping noises and stuff coming out of the speakers in the seat as you like hit things. Get that good smile racing guy. Get him out. I know he hasn't. This is the first time Danny's played. Yeah, it plays very different than initial games. Like if you're used to those games, you're not gonna, you can't just step into it and play the same way.
Much more simulation than arcade.
Oh yes, much more simulation, yeah. Now this isn't a game that most people are familiar with, but it's definitely one I wanted to pick up. These dropped network support maybe 6-8 months ago, and I've actually been sitting on this cab for a long time before finally getting it shipped out. We had so many orders going out that we had to ship those sooner than later. So I had actually been sitting on these for about 4, 5, 6 months before we could actually get them out here. And I think they are, I mean, they look good. They play great. Oh my God, the flies today. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's going to be one of our staple con cabs, more for the for like bigger shows, 5 or 6 trucks where we've got like 80, 100 games. We're more than likely going to be trying to bring, Initial D is probably always going to come first, but yeah. So that's SEGA World Drivers Championship. You probably won't find them in Japan anymore. So I even if for that alone, I wanted to get these and get them over here so that we can, they're still playable. I think that's it for this video. I don't have anything else on this container I was really going to go into, but we've got 2 more coming, and I'm sure we'll have a couple things on there that we'll be doing videos on. Otherwise, stay safe as always, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.